Hi, Ed here for Gaiscioch magazine. I'm here at Rezzed 2017. We're having a look at Redeemer, which is a top-down action beat-em-up game from Sobaka Studios, and we've got a member of the team here to tell us about the game. So first of all, why don't you introduce yourself?
My name is Dmitry Kachkov. I am from Russia, Moscow, and we are here to show our game. Yeah, I am the head of developer, Sobaka Studio, in Moscow. So yeah.
And can you tell us a bit about Redeemer?
Redeemer is a game, from the mechanics point of view, it's top-down action with a lot of melee mechanics, range shootings, plus some stealth elements and environment usage and so on. From the story point of view, the game tells about Vasily, ex-mercenary, who works on the early ages on the corporation, doing some bad jobs like a hitman or something. The corporation decides to turn him into a perfect killing machine, takes humanity from him, and he rejects this and escapes from the corporation with the fight, hides in the Buddhist monastery somewhere, spent there 20 years for searching his new life, his harmony, peace, but they came to him, and that's where the game starts.
And the game is pretty visceral. It's got quite a lot of gore in it, and it's got a lot of very hand-to-hand combat.
Yeah.
Why did you decide to go for such a, as I said, visceral approach to the game? So there's a lot of blood in the game. There's a lot of guts. There's a lot of gore. Why did you decide to have a game that was very much a kind of 18+ game?
Well, because we love such a type of games, we as a players, first of all. Yeah, it can be said that the game's mostly for ourselves, but of course we taking care of the players. The idea was just make a juice, just make a fun and gameplay, nothing more. And I suppose we are going there. So yeah, the game for ourselves from our kid time when we played a lot in the classic games where there was no some compromises for all the auditory or something, where it was a games just with the fun.
And is that where a lot of the inspiration comes from? Is from older games? After playing it, I feel like it very much harks back to kind of like 80s action films where there was they were very adult, genres, and it was very machoistic where they get in there and get the job done. Is that a lot of kind of the inspiration for it?
Yeah, it was our childhood when we watched the movies, right movies, Die Hard, Steven Seagal, Sylvester Stallone, and so on.
Yeah.
It was in our DNA, or some feels that we take at the very beginning of our lives. It goes directly to the brain, and now it rises in our art, in our game. Yeah, of course, the things that you get when you are a kid then rise into your work and your seeks to the life.
Indeed, and you've got not just hand-to-hand combat, but you've got ranged weapons and you've got melee weapons as well. What type of melee weapons does the game have, and what's your personal favorite?
Yeah, we have a lot of different weapons because just hand-to-hand combat is more or less boring, but mixing everything is very cool. My favorite weapon is big fire axe. It takes a lot of damage. It's more or less slow weapon, but it looks very cool, and it makes nice close-ups. We have a lot of range weapons, and the idea was mix everything together to the game. So we constructing levels where in some levels you need to fight using weapons, melee weapons. In some weapons you need to use a lot of shootings because in other case you will die. In some levels you go into stealth elements. So yeah, we mixing them, and we believe it's very nice thing because it's just very fun to beat some guys on the head with the baton and then shoot other guys with your machine gun. So yeah.
So each of the weapons and each of the levels, they play differently to give it variety, yeah?
Yes, there are some variety definitely between all of the weapons. There is a slow weapons, fast weapons, breaking fast, breaking slowly, range guns, pistols, machine guns, shotguns, plasma guns. So yeah, they have some variety and different elements.
So plasma guns. Plasma guns are available in your local Best Buy. So near future then.
Here on the show we are showing the demo. The demo have just a few levels. Of course, the game have much more levels and much more features and a lot of everything hidden from the demo. You will not see it here on the show, but you will see it when you will buy the game.
I see. So how much time is the game expected to take up for a player then?
We like to say that, that for average player, it will spend more than 4 and 5 hours. In our game, you will die more or less a lot, but not so much as Hotline Miami or something. It's in average, you will die 5 times per level in average. There are far levels more complicated, have greater difficulty. Early levels easier to play. So yeah, 5 hours I suppose players will spend in the game for sure.
Cool, that's fantastic. And other than that, how has the reaction been so far at Rezzed for you?
You mean reaction with players?
Yeah, the player reaction, of course.
The players who see different new elements in the game, they're always surprised by something they didn't see before. So when a new kill happens in the game, it looks as a new move. For example, when the players seen for the first time how our hero Vasily wresting Adam's apple from the enemy, of course it's impressive. We have a lot of different moves. Yeah, and each new move gives justify for the watchers and players. Yeah, and definitely a lot of players and triers giving a lot of positive emotions, and of course it's very pleasant for developers. So we will take it. I will take it with me back to home and give it to the team. It gives more power to work on the game.
That's good to hear. And as we're getting to the end of our interview, I've got to ask, of course, when will it be out?
Couple of months.
Couple of months, so almost there. And what platforms will it be out on?
On the first, it will be Steam and GOG. The game naturally born to be on consoles, so right after it will be released on the Steam, we will see how it works, how it goes, and probably we'll face to the consoles pretty much.
That's great. Well, thank you very much for your time today. I've been Ed. This has been Redeemer. And keep an eye out here at Gaiscioch for more information on the game as it comes out soon.